explosions. Some people try to explain this away as transformers blowing up, but obviously there's no electricity. And they also reported water rushing, not just kind of trickling into their homes, but like a wall of water. It was like they had no water, and then they were up to their necks in 10 feet of water. And what had happened is 3 football field lengths of the levee had basically been blown up.
And people heard that
simultaneously.
Right. So people actually heard an explosion. All of a sudden now there's a wall of water. They've got 10 feet of water, so they're drowning in it. Now, what relationship does that have to this Danziger Bridge? Your DVD is called The Danziger Bridge Incident. What relationship is going on here?
Well, with the water going up to 10 feet on the floodwaters are now at 10 feet along Lake Pontchartrain. The lower 9th Ward, which is on the other side of the city, also has 10 feet of water. And basically at this point, every bridge is either damaged or inaccessible because of storm damage for floodwaters. And the only bridge left, accessible is the Danziger Bridge. And we've got helicopters being shot out of the sky, people being shot, snipers, reports of everything from looters to police to mercenaries to, like 3 days of a firefight going on that bridge. And basically nobody could get emergency supplies to people in the Superdome or get people from the Superdome out over the bridge for 3 days. Okay, so this bridge then was a link from the
Hang on a second. Can we get back to the explosion for a second? I mean, is somebody implying that it was a bomb, Erica?
Well, a National Guardsman has gone on the record and is actually quoted as saying that he found bomb residue and was sworn to secrecy on the 17th Street Canal Bridge.
Bomb residue.
Okay, so this makes, it's so insane to think that somebody would do this on purpose.
Why do you think they would do this, Erica?
Who would stand to gain from this? It's not the people of New Orleans. It's not the United States government. It's just going to be the people who actually went back and bought that property up for pennies on the dollar. And that would be your gambling interest, the people who float all those casinos out there, and which are actually the same people who paid for the Israeli mercenaries to guard that, expensive neighborhood over there.
So let's get back to this bridge. I went online and I Googled, no, I didn't Google it anymore. I use xquick.com now, but I searched for this, and it says that there were young people just, hanging out, doing their thing, or they were trying to get to safety, and they were just shot by police officers. Is that what you've learned?
Yes, and those police officers were actually charged, but then the charges were dropped. Media reports have 5 looters shot to death. There are other media reports that have Army Corps of Engineers employees that were actually shot and killed. And then there's this sniper thing where people were actually, on top of buildings and stuff, actually shooting at people on the bridge. And some reports have them as being looters, and some reports have them as being soldiers in black uniforms.
Unbelievable.
So the people who are trying to get across this bridge then, they're trying to get obviously to somewhere dry. The one young man was actually mentally retarded that I read about, and his brother survived it. How many other civilians are confirmed dead from that?
I have 5.
5, okay.
And I can't get any information on any other deaths on the bridge except civilians.
Erica, you quickly mentioned that somebody shot a helicopter down. Was that an American helicopter?
Yes, it is.
Well, who shot it down?
The helicopter in question, it seems to morph several times throughout the day in the news media. It starts as a news helicopter, with mechanical failure, and then it changes to a Coast Guard Dolphin helicopter, and then it changes again to a Eurocopter AS-332 Super Puma, and Australian television actually ran a live report with actual gunfire in the background about this helicopter. So the reports change all day long.
Erica,
there's still no concrete evidence or any final what happened to the helicopter.
Thank you. Listen, we have to get to a commercial break. When we come back, I want to find out what's happening with some of the displaced residents of New Orleans. And our guest is Erica Corjay. Be right back.
30 degrees. A nice warm temperature that detergents like to perform at. But there is a detergent that's more than happy to brave the cold. Persil's Small and Mighty. Small cap, mighty effective from as low as 15 degrees.
Not a morning person? Wake up with Garnier Eye Roll-On, Britain's #1 eye care product. Enriched with caffeine, the cooling moisturizer instantly refreshes and hydrates tired-looking